Welcome to ESL's Go4SC2 number 45 finals hosted by SteelSeries. I'm your caster Kessel, and this is going to be game 4 between Darkforce, who's going to be spawning as a blue Zerg at the top, and he's going to be facing against the Russian Fury BratOK, who is going to be spawning as on the right as the yellow Terran. And this is going to be game 4 once again, and this is going to be on a map you all know and love or hate, Metalopolis. Now, before I really start casting, I just want to say thank you all for watching these videos. I greatly appreciate it. My casting isn't the best, but I know I need work, and I am practicing as much as possible, and this is why I do it. So, once again, I want to just preface this by saying game 1 and 2 game 1 through 3 were really good games. So go back and watch it if you haven't, and if you just skipped to game 4, or you could have just came to this video by accident. And BratOK is starting to block off with that supply depot, and we'll see if BratOK has gone the same build. BratOK has gone the same build for 3 games. He did lose one of these games, but he did win the other 2. So we'll see if BratOK can win with the same build once again. And he is blocking off once again with that barracks over here. And he has sent SCV over here, and that Overlord is able to spot where BratOK is. Meanwhile, the SCV is going to start scouting over here. And it looks like Darkforce is going to get that early hatchery once again, but that SCV is going to block off whatever hatchery he is going to build. But, ooh, almost blocking off, but Darkforce manages to get that hatchery off. That early hatchery that he loves to build. And it looks like Darkforce is going the, if it ain't broke, don't fix it route. And he did win that last game against BratOK with this build. So we'll see if BratOK can hold his own against this build once again, or if Darkforce will be able to beat BratOK and bring this to Game 5 series. And BratOK continuing to build Marines, getting that orbital command, getting that early refinery to get that 100 gas for that factory. And he is blocking off with that supply depot, and he is moving that Marine now to do some early pressure. And spawning pool hasn't come out yet, and that SCV is just getting out of there, and it's going to be safe for now. And that Marine is going to be able to back that SCV up, that drone getting away now. And this could be real trouble, because right now he does not have the bunker to face, or he does not have the spawning pool to face BratOK right now. The spawning pool just coming up, and it looks like one pair of lings getting trained right now, and one queen as well. But that SCV is content to just move away and not get killed. Meanwhile, that Marine, where did that Marine go? It looks like that Marine did go back to his friends over here, and more lings getting trained out, and I don't see any. It looks like Darkforce is moving all his gas miners off, and he is starting to build metabolic boost for his lings, so he's going to get that extra speed for lings early on. But that, once again, that block off is just going to keep BratOK, or keep Darkforce out and keep BratOK in a safe position. One of the lings over here trying to scout out, but BratOK pushing it away with the Marines, and BratOK getting that command center, that factory, getting a couple Hellions, and he has stopped mining gas once again to get all mining on minerals. Meanwhile, Darkforce is starting to saturate his natural, and he is getting a roach warren once again, but he hasn't used many roaches, so we'll see if this game will change that. It looks like he is getting more Zerglings, so Hellions are still going to be good. The Marines are going to start moving out and that one Hellion is starting to move out as well. And once again, BratOK getting in that, trying to harass, but there is a lot of lings over here. But that Hellion is still very strong against those Zerglings, so this could be interesting. It looks like 2 more barracks going up for BratOK once again, and he is continuing building Hellions and Marines. And it looks like that barracks is going to lift off, and it's not going to build anything in between. It's a little bit early, and he is getting more Marines. Meanwhile, the ling speed is done, and it looks like a lair tech getting researched right now. No roaches being built, as it were, and it looks like an orbital command going up on the command center. Meanwhile, BratOK just continuing, now remining his gas, and he is continuing building barracks. He is continuing production of Marines. He isn't getting any add-ons for any of his structures right now. and those Lings are a bit out of position. They're moving all over the place to make sure that he sees where BratOK's forces is, but BratOK is keeping all his forces near this base over here. Meanwhile, more Marines coming over here, more Solitary Ling over here trying to get these mules and SCVs, and it looks like those Hellions are going to move out, and Darkforce continuing to build extractors on his natural, so he's getting a lot more gas, and that Spire is just coming out, as well as Bangling's Nest. And those Hellions continue to just stand here not doing anything, and they're going to start moving out and try and take out as many of these Lings that are at the xel'naga watchtowers as possible. Another one over here, but the Hellion is going to continue moving out, and more Marines being built right now. Stim packs being researched, and an engineering bay going up, as well as a starport, and 2 reactors and a tech lab going up on those barracks, as well as a tech lab on that factory going up. And those Hellions did do a bypass over here, but didn't really do any damage. The Lings over here on the ramp to make sure those Hellions don't get in, and the scan does go down, and he's going to be able to see that Bangling's Nest, but not, I don't think he'll be able to see that Spire. Where did that Spire go? Oh, that Spire is barely hiding behind that Bangling's Nest, so, you know, actually an interesting way to build that Spire. I kind of want to try that next time, building a Spire right behind that Bangling's Nest, so BratOK isn't going to be able to see what exactly that is, but he knows that the same build is probably coming. He is getting a couple supply depots, but no missile turrets. And BratOK is getting a lot of Marines. He has got 4 Hellions on the field, and there are 5 mutas getting morphed in right now. Meanwhile, Central Fugal Hooks getting researched for the Banglings, and more Mutalisks getting morphed out, and another hatchery actually going up for Darkforce over here. And Hellions are continuing to just move all over the place, trying to take out as many of these Lings at the xel'naga watchtowers as possible. He's going to go and scout some more, but he's not going to be able to spot anything. And now BratOK has a huge force of Marines. He's got a siege tank out, and he's getting another one, and he does have siege mode, or he is getting siege mode research, and combat shields is also getting research. And those meters are going to start moving in, and there is 1 missile turret, but there is only 1. And oh wait, there's a second one over here, so those metas aren't going to be able to do much damage, and those Marines come in to save those SCV's butts. Meanwhile, that hatchery is almost done, and those Hellions are just going all over the place to make sure that Darkforce has an expansion that he does not know about. Those mutas are moving all over the place to try and see any weak points in BratOK's defense, but those missile turrets are going to be very, very strong. And those Marines are going to be able to, oh, almost losing 1 muta over there. 2 evolution chambers are just coming out, and more drones being built. A spine crawler being built over here in Darkforce's third base. And it looks like a lot of Banelings getting morphed out right now, and they do have that speed. Meanwhile, BratOK has a huge force of Marines and siege tanks, and they are going to start moving out, and those Banelings are going to be just finished. And if he can get a surround over here with his Lings and Banelings, then this could be very advantageous. 1 muta actually going down, and 1 in the red. Meanwhile, BratOK continuing to push up with his siege tanks and Marines, and he is getting a scan down, so he knows those Banelings are over here, and he is starting to siege up and take out all these creep tumors, and those Marines are going to start shooting away at those mutas as they drop down. Mutas almost dying to this, and now the Lings and Banelings moving up, trying to take out as many of these forces, and they're going to come move in. Banelings move back though, and this could be very bad. Those Banelings trying to get a couple of the Marines, but they don't get enough. A lot of the Marines do survive, and there is 1 siege tank, and Darkforce actually GG's out, and this is good game for Darkforce, and he flies out, and it looks like BratOK managed to micro his Marines away just in time to keep enough Marines to continue the attack, and BratOK just went all in with those Marines, and he also had a drop going on over here, so he lost a lot of a lot of drones over here. So Darkforce losing to BratOK, and BratOK takes game 4, and this is BratOK's win, so he is going to win the finals of the number 45 Go4SC2. Thank you guys for watching. please subscribe at Go4SC2, or not Go4SC2, at youtube.com/KesselGamer. That's KESL Gamer, and I will see you guys next time. Kessel signing out.